Good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Kyle Dickens here in the for your TV6 news update here at noon. We're giving you an update as we do have those first alert days now. We're going to do another day through tomorrow, extending this first alert day. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But here's your headlines at noon. We'll start off with some new information that came in this morning. We were working to learn more about a fire. It was an apparent fire at an apartment building in East Molen. That happened in the 1000 block, 51st Avenue, and you could see multiple fire crews were on the scene. We've reached out to East Molen Fire. We'll continue to keep you updated on air and online as soon as we know more. Also happening today, the Davenport City Council is expected to vote on a new city attorney at tonight's City Council meeting. A resolution will be voted on whether or not to appoint Samuel Huff the fourth as the city attorney. According to documents, Huff would receive an annual salary of $195,000 and a small monthly car and business allowance under $500. Tonight's meeting is at 5:30. And the Rock Island Police Department is bringing back its Elderly Service Officer program. Police say that the program helps people 60 and older. It investigates elder abuse, neglect allegations, and educates the elderly in areas where they're often targets for fraud or scams. The department's elderly service officer says seniors need someone to pay more attention to their needs. And if you or someone you know is 60 or older and needs help, you can find their number and email on our website. And it's day 2 of the Mississippi Valley Fair. The fair kicked off yesterday, and the fun continues along with the daily food rides and games. There will be special events happening throughout the day, including cowboy mounted shooting. That's scheduled for 2 p.m. Then Co Wetzel and Priscilla Block headline tonight's grandstand event. Fun cards are $130. Admission to grandstand is through fun cards only. Daily admission is $6 until 1 p.m. and $12 after 1 p.m. Kids under 3 are free all week long. Now we turn our attention to the weather as we do have, again, first alert day today. That's now extended into tomorrow. Let's take a look at what we've got here for this. It's going to be kind of a bumpy night, I feel, for a lot of you out there, and we'll break that down here momentarily. But we've now extended this through Thursday, and here's why. We've got the potential for overnight storms, maybe some redevelopment happening tomorrow afternoon. Really going to be focused on the severe threat. Here's the deal, and we mentioned this if you were with me on Sunday. That's when we were talking about this possibility of this being an overall conditional threat. Well, if we see the storms, well, that's going to bring the temperature down, and that's what we're seeing. But some areas that didn't see activity today, we still could see some of those heat index values into the triple digits, so that heat is still a concern for many. We're watching storms to the southwest of the TV6 viewing area. They've been severe and even got some flash flood warnings in the fringe counties out in Lee County, Iowa right now, as there's been training thunderstorms. But we saw some activity. That's now into Indy, but look off to the northwest there into the Dakotas. That is going to be our weather once we come into the overnight hours tonight. And I'm concerned that we're going to see a pretty significant severe weather event, at least in central Iowa. What comes to us is still a question, but we'll show some models here in a second. You can see that pink there is some excessive heat warnings, orange heat advisories that are in place not too far away from us. So our southern counties, you still have that chance to see some of that excessive heat. And to the north, too, where we've not really saw much activity today. We do expect those temperatures to rise. The clouds are clearing out, 82 degrees right now, with a feel-like temperature of 87, variable winds at this point. And temperatures much warmer to the north, 84 Maquoketa right now. We're up to 85 in Dubuque, so that's the warm spot right now. But rain-cooled 72 in Burlington and 70 right now. Mount Pleasant Regional View shows that pool of warm air down to the Kansas City area and to parts of Kansas, 94, Wichita. Well, yeah, it's coming close to us, but again, this activity that we've seen today and expect tonight might actually hinder our ability to get up to that 90-degree mark. And so, again, temperatures very variable with this severe weather potential that we've got. Overall low tornado threat, but we can't rule out some spin-up tornadoes. Up to 70-mile-an-hour winds and some quarter-sized hail. Wind's going to be the big issue here, and you could see that is really highlighted out further to the west, but I wouldn't be surprised if, as time allows here, that we'll see an extension of this because the potential is there that we could could see some damaging winds overnight tonight. Tomorrow, really focused on the southeastern portion of the viewing area here, the level 2 risk. Damaging winds are going to be the primary threat with that, and that's pretty much what is highlighting that level 2 area. For that reason, we're really focusing that first alert day tomorrow in areas east of the river, but the severe weather potential will be there. Let's time things out here. Here we are, 4 o'clock. We've cleared things out. Sun will be out for many, and that means it will warm up. So we could definitely expect temperatures in the upper 80s, low 90s. Feel like temperatures close to the triple-digit mark, but you'll notice here at 10 o'clock, look off to the northwest. Here is that line of damaging thunderstorms that'll be making its way through central Iowa with its eyes set on us. Timing is a little rough here with these. So right now, rough timing, I would say it will start moving into the TV6 viewing area anywhere between 10 and midnight tonight. Once we get to about midnight, 1 a.m., it looks like it's going to start moving through, but you'll notice a trend here. It's not as well put together as okay, sorry about that. I think we've lost our microphone there. But what we were saying there is we'll watch tomorrow as we've got that potential for some redevelopment. And some of these could be severe. Again, really focused on areas east of the river. That moves out, and we clear out for Friday. And finally, some nice weather, right? After this quite the stretch here, 3-day stretch at least, maybe 4-day stretch of some severe weather, along with also the potential for some of this excessive heat. Tonight's going to be one of those nights you want to make sure you have the QC weather app handy. That'll give you an alert if there is a warning. So just go to your app store, download the QC weather app, and we send the weather team here, we send updates right to that app. So you get those custom updates. Feel like temperatures right now, 87 in Davenport, but look at that 92 up in Maquoketa. So we're already into the 90s. This particular model is putting us into the triple-digit mark here this afternoon. So many areas will make it into that 100-degree century mark for the feel-like temperatures. And out to the east tomorrow, the potential is there that we could once again see some of that excessive heat. 7-day forecast. We got, again, first alert day through tomorrow. Once we get those storms out, then things calm down. We'll be a little warm this weekend, but we have a dry stretch Friday, Saturday, Sunday into Monday before more storms return once we get to Tuesday. So First Alert Weather Team will be here all day long tracking those storms and that potential for storms as we head into the nighttime tonight. We'll keep an eye on those, but for now, things should be pretty calm throughout the day with the exception of that heat. So that is the latest here from the TV6 newsroom. I'm Kyle Dickens. We'll be back at 5 o'clock tonight. And of course, with the Olympics going on, there is no Quad Cities today at 11, no TV6 News at noon, no Quad Cities Live, and no TV6 News at 4. Regular programming will return to KWQC on August 12th.